Hello everyone, we are here talking about the last match of this group stage, Rome against Sheriff Tiraspol. I would like to start saying that this group stage has been very strange. This is the best way to describe not just today's match, but the whole matches. And I'm thinking about the match against Slavia Praga, which is maybe the break-even point of this group stage without any doubt. Talking about today's match, there is not a lot to say. I think that we did what we should do every single match. That is, try to score as much as possible. It is very particular to if we think about the first 2 minutes, 3 minutes of the matches. We had at least 2 great chances in order to score. I think that Sheriff Tiraspol players were a bit worried of the atmosphere, as I've noticed that our tifosi were singing the anthem at the beginning of the match, and of course it is very difficult for players with no experience, such as the ones from Sheriff. So we had this opportunity, but I would like to see this thing every single match. Also in the away matches, in the home matches, it would be wonderful. We did not manage to score that goals, but anyway, it was okay given the results of the match, Slavia Praga against Servette. I was pretty sure about that. I was sure that Slavia Praga would take an easy win, and if indeed they won 4-0. From our point of view, I think that the starting lineup was good, as our main focus was to score at least 5 goals. We did not manage to do this because we saw the result of the other match, and I think that the players and Mourinho understood that it was not so important to try to score other goals in the second half or also at the end of the first one. But I think that with 2 strikers, Lukaku and Belotti, we would have scored maybe something more, especially in the second half. One of the greatest thing of today's match, I believe, is Selic used as a central back, which is, I think that Selic, there are some players, the first one that comes to mind is of course Selic, and also Vigna last year, that could be used as a central back in certain matches. This match was maybe one of the easiest one in all the year. All the year long. So he provided a really good example of a central back, of a player that can play there in order to improve his quality. We know that he's not very strong in terms of attacking skill, but from the defensive point of view, he is quite good, we can say. So this choice was very good from my point of view. I would like to mention also the fact that we play with 2 strikers, and Belotti hasn't played a match since, I don't know, maybe it was the beginning of November, if I'm not wrong. So he needs to play. He needed to play this match, as he's going to play the full match against Bologna next Sunday. And his performance was quite good. I am a big fan of Belotti because he always tries to, not just to score, but to help the whole team, which is, I think, the most important target of every single player or every single striker, because he is a striker. He also has to do this. I would like also to mention something which is not very good. I think that is the fact that Mourinho wanted to let Renato Sanchez play today. I think that his history is very strange very difficult to analyze. He has played no more than 5 matches during this year, so it's he needs a lot of time, a lot of minutes in order to recover at decent conditions. So today's match would be okay, given that the balance of the match were not so fast. So his performance was not that good nor that poor. He just did his job, merely his job, yeah. Another thing that I would like to mention is the fact that a very good aspect from my point of view is that Mourinho decided to rely on young players. PISILLI scored in the last minute. It was a quite strange goal, but it is okay. They need to get experience, and these are very good matches in order to get as much experience as they can. He also rely on another brand new players, which is younger than me, and it is very strange. And it's amazing because they are Roma fans just like me, and they are there at the stadium playing in front of their fans. I think it's one of the greatest experience that we can experience during these years as we are young. And if I were PISILLI in that moment, I would be the happiest happiest person all over the world. So it is a very good item, and Mourinho, which is an expert from this point of view, really knows how to push this this issue, this factor, not letting it becoming an issue, and is very important. Talking about the future, which isn't going to be that difficult as someone might expect, because if we see the teams that we can face, which are the teams that get P3 in their group stage in the Champions League, they are not so strong. I remember last year experience when there were greater teams. I remember about Salzburg, which we performed one of the among the third greatest match of with Mourinho in the last years. Them, as we are from the same country, I would be a little afraid of Galatasaray more than Feyenoord and Benfica, but I'm really looking forward to play against Feyenoord. We need to be able to play more and more matches like that, and Feyenoord would suit us, as we know from the previous experiences very well. So I'm looking forward to play against Feyenoord. My dream draw would be against Feyenoord, also because the second leg will be at home, just like the previous year, and I think that we are going to be slightly in advantage also in this case. I would be also pleased with an easy draw, of course. To be honest with you, but I believe that it's very important to play this type of games in order to create, to bring a new mentality, which is, I think, important in order to win the cup. Try to win the cup, because we do not have to win the cup. There are so many good teams in the next stage. I think about Milan, Liverpool, Bayer Leverkusen, which is very strong this year. So our target is not to win the cup, is to try to win the cup, which is different also considering the calendar, the way the calendar is going to be structured during May, April, March, and also, of course, thinking about the draw. There are some teams that from the playoffs that we have already been in touch with, for example, Shakhtar and Young Boys also, and Braga. And there are teams that we have never played, such as Galatasaray and Lyon. So anyway, I think that every draw is good for us from a variety of point of view, but from the most beautiful one, because it is a very important target for us, I would face Feyenoord. And then, of course, there are going to be other teams, other important teams in the next stages, but we will see this later on. So now we have to focus on the next 6 matches, which are very difficult, maybe the most difficult series that I have ever experienced as a Roma fan. But I'm looking forward to it because we need these great matches. They are vital in order to create a big mentality, a big team. And yeah, we are also looking forward to the Monday's draw. Yeah, it will be on Monday. Yeah, Thanks for the opportunity and see you soon.